just ends up getting screwed over.
That's right.
So now it's time to play the way Bricks and Minifigs is playing and use their
400 years before Jesus was born, Plato said that if a perfect it's been going on for a long time. It's the same thing over and over and over.
But if I'm going to be the reason that someone's going to jail, I should probably make sure that they definitely deserve it. Yeah. I'm going to give them one last chance. But instead of doing the right thing and attempting to work this out, Damon just hung his little offense. And he called the police on me. But they told us that they were. I told them I wouldn't want to get someone arrested, but we gave them every opportunity to tell you. However, the only difference between my strategy and Bricks and Minifigs' strategy is I don't have to lie to the police. Even with McNett actually committed a crime, I have tons of crimes on camera that Eamon McNett has committed. Let's start at the beginning with crime number 1.
What's going on?
So you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
You're not?
No. So who's
Brian Mansell.
Okay, and who's that?
He's a guy who had he had like $200,000 worth of Legos in your guys' store.
Nope. Never happened.
Eamon was first trying to claim that he'd never even heard of Brian Mansell, and this guy definitely never had the Legos in a Bricks and Minifigs store. So once we showed him all the social media posts and things company made, it was very obvious that we just caught him in a lie. The CEO decided to change his story and retell the story which the Legos used to be in the store, but the previous owner of the store actually stole all the Legos right before they took over the store.
That's an easy way.
The problem is the security camera footage of the previous owner was taken out.
The ones that he has not received yet. And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay.
Yeah, that. Consignment.
Said that they're going to be the ones to take over the assignment deal with all the Legos that are still in the store. Right, that's the Legos that are still in the store. The owner went back and started taking pictures of everything that we can verify in the metadata with the timestamps that match the exact moment she's getting kicked out, and then you can see her leave the store with nothing in her hands, proving that the still in the store and the CEO is lying to us right now. But that's only one side of the story. I think I was pointing to the other side.
From the back. You can see security center when corporate comes and throws her out.
Like, you have a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
You have accepted a narrative not real. You do that narrative because it's easy and it gives you clout.
Right.
So basically what the CEO is trying to explain to me is,
Look at the little twirly mustache, bro. Like the, oh my god. How untrustworthy. A mustache like that? Are you kidding me? What are we doing?
word for it because he said that.
Didn't pay him, she has his money.
But she
Oh. His money.
To make it easier for you guys to understand the CEO's argument, yes, this is the exact argument the CEO is trying to make. Something we just saw on video, the CEO is saying, never
Stupid.
I love it. And most people would agree
obviously.
that lying is morally wrong.
Yeah.
However, if you lie about a crime, then it's only lying to you right now, and that's not just morally wrong anymore.
Uh-oh.
If someone commits a crime, they can get out.
I don't think that's a crime if you lie to another crime. I think it's only a crime if you lie to a police officer.
at the
don't
police
know that.
station, and we're going to charge him with a criminal crime, obstructing of evidence of
Yeah. Or an
a $200,000
$800,000.
And good news for us, we found out last week that all of the police in Utah take obstruction very seriously here.
Well,
the
not
police
really,
arrested
though,
my
right?
friend Sheldon for obstruction just for locking his phone.
Yeah, big reveal. Yeah, bro,
routes.
imagine the final reveal, part 6, is that Ben was actually a federal officer all along, and he was doing this to test them, and he had completed his federal officer training program in 2023, preparing for this moment, because he knew it was going to happen. Dude, can you imagine that?
Who sent you?
Evidence. You must. Okay, put your hands behind your back.
Oh my
I
God.
was just locking my phone.
You're under arrest for obstruction of evidence right now.
The crazy part is,
Obstruction
the
of
police didn't
evidence.
even have a warrant, so Sheldon locking his phone was 100% legal.
Yeah.
But the police arrested him anyways because that's literally how serious the police take obstruction crimes here. They do
Wow.
not mess around when it comes to obstruction. So
Wow.
now, just imagine how angry the police are gonna be when I go into the police station and tell them that someone is actually, for real this time, committing an obstruction crime. And this obstruction crime is on a much bigger scale.
Yeah.
Later, the police called me saying that they were going to do a police investigation on this.
Hey, Benjamin, this is Officer Halpern from Provo Police.
I told the detective the entire situation.
He was saying that this family's Lego sets were never even in the store, like all of this stuff, and it's all documented. I have video of all of him saying this. I think he's like falsifying evidence, and I think that's obstruction.
And now that we stole
Clearly
Bricks and
is.
Minifigs' strategy, I think the plan is finally going to work.
Looks like the CEO is going down.
I mean, I submitted the videos of Eamon saying we're going to burn down the building and shoot him.
They themselves say, hey, you guys stole this product from this person. If you don't give it back, I'm going to burn the place down. Or
I feel like that's the crime, is like literally calling the police and then telling, like, I mean, this is like this is on the same spectrum of like swatting, right? It's like you're telling the police this is a potentially violent, dangerous person and you need to come and get them right now. Yeah, that's nuts, man. It's a false report. That's the bad one. Like him lying, it's like, I don't think you can get him under obstruction, but this is nuts.
we're going to burn the place down, or I'll kill you.
And then I submitted all the raw footage of the entire conversation I had with him, proving to the police that we never even seriously posted it. This raw footage verifies that everything I told the police is true, and everything Eamon told the police is a lie. On top of that, I even got access to the complete case Eamon made against me, and he doesn't have a single piece of evidence to support any of his claims. Which I guess makes sense. Like, how can you support evidence if you're just
doesn't
making everything up? Like,
Yeah,
of course
exactly.
you can't submit anything. So if the police have to decide what case to pursue, they're obviously going to pursue this case because it has like
Ben's evidence, all the raw footage of our interaction, Amon's evidence, 2 witness testimonies. Aha, right.
a ton of evidence, and then they're going to throw out Eamon's case. It has no evidence at all.
Yeah, no way, right? 3 months. Oh my
The person
god.
you're trying to reach is not available.
Hello, my name is Ben Schneider. A couple months ago, I made a case, and you were the officer that was helping me create it. I submitted a bunch of evidence through a link you sent me, and this was a couple months ago, and I haven't heard anything back. And so I'm just calling to see if I can get some type of update on
Yeah,
how the
what's
case is
going
going. It's about the CEO, Eamon McNeff of Bricks and Minifigs, in an obstruction case. And so if you could give me a call back at your earliest convenience, that'd be awesome.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed.
Yeah, literally, no matter what I tried, I could not get a hold of
You get punched in the face?
this police officer. So I'm traveling all the way back to Utah to go back to the Provo police station in person to see how the police
Oh my
investigation
God.
against Ammon is going. And I
Oh
just so
my
happened to
God.
get a hold of the
Wow.
police schedule and arrived at the exact time this officer was supposed to arrive. But before I could speak to this officer, one of the other police officers called into the front desk and asked to talk to me.
I'm not seeing him on duty right now.
Really? They said he was going to be here today at 3 o'clock.
There's always the chance that they might have called out sick or something.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Is there any way that you can, like, check if he's here, or...?
He's definitely scheduled to be here. Like I said, they might have called out sick or something.
Maybe he's late.
Are you able to look and see how the case is going? All I really want is kind of just an update on the case.
Okay, you can't even just tell me like how it's going.
Isn't it crazy how many layers of bureaucracy that exist just to like, I mean, can you imagine like an average person trying to like unravel this? Like, you're just so totally fucked. Like, it's insane.
Like if he's still looking into it, or...
Oh my god.
That's not something I can do.
Okay, well, thank you.
So basically, I came all the way out here to find 0 answers.
I say 2023.
But
I have no idea.
eventually, I did find an answer. They sent it to me in the mail, and looks like I was right. The police only had time to take on one of our cases, and it was Ammon's, not mine.
Oh, wow.
Yes, the case that had an overwhelming amount of evidence. They thought that case was garbage.
Of
And
course.
they took on the case that has
Yeah.
0 evidence at all. In the police body cam footage, after the police watched my full conversation, proving that I didn't threaten to burn the place down or literally anything, they even admitted to Eamon that there was no credibility with his entire case against me.
We agreed that there really was no extortion code that would fit your
Yeah,
situation.
duh.
However,
However,
you know, at the end of the day, we do want to help you guys. You're not having to deal with this fool and all of his issues. We did find that there was another code that fit, and it's called aggravated commercial obstruction.
The police just told Eamon that even though there's absolutely nothing to his claim against me, if they work together, maybe they can fabricate some type of charge against me.
However, the tricky thing is that we have to prove that this individual either entered or remains unlawfully on the premise. When he came to the property, did you have to ask him more than once to leave?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, we're not leaving until we get it. And he's like, no. Like,
So Eamon's telling the police that even though they continuously told us to leave, we didn't leave. But if we go back and look at the footage of what happened, this is the reality.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them. That doesn't involve us. Okay. As a separate business entity, you gotta take it up with them. You gotta resolve it with them.
Okay, well, thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. Good luck.
Sweet, thank you.
Hey, you want to talk? They're on their way out. They want to you want me to figure out
I don't know. It kind of looks...
they're just lying. They're just making dude, this is insane. Oh my god.
It's like the reality of what happened is we left too early for
Holy
them.
shit.
They wanted to pull us back in to keep talking to us.
Right, of course.
But we did show back up a second time. And to Ammon's credit, about halfway through the conversation, he did say that if we don't leave, he's going to call the cops on us.
Yeah.
You can leave. If you come back here, we will call the cops. If you don't leave right now, I will call the cops.
So you don't want to do the easy way?
And this is right after I told him you could do it either the easy way and just give us the Legos back, or we can do it the hard way, implying that we would take him to court.
Yeah.
So you're threatening me.
I'm not threatening. We're right. Like we have a right to the Legos, so we're gonna get them the easy
What
way or
right
the hard
do you
way.
have? What proof of ownership have you provided
The
to me
contract,
that you
bro.
own this
Like,
land?
what do you mean?
I can give you proof if you want.
Right. Provide proof.
But right after he says this, he's now asking us to provide him proof that we actually are entitled to these Legos.
Yeah.
So we can't leave now because he just told us to stay and provide proof. And then at the very end of the conversation, he says this one more time.
Okay. You've been asked to leave. Please leave.
We have to leave? Okay. Well, thank you for working with us, and so see you later.
Damn,
well, we have
bro.
now all just seen the video footage.
Damn, commercial obstruction right there. Wow. It's so over for Ben. I can't believe he did that.
What actually happened.
That's crazy.
But now let's hear how Ammon describes it to the police.
guys, at this point, I've asked you to leave. Please leave. Well, we you know, like, you have to listen to us. You have to pay us this money. No, guys, you need to leave, and you're not leaving. Like, but I asked multiple times. They did not leave.
Looks like that might be a second-degree felony. He's facing felony charges. It is a felony?
Yes, because I went to the corporate headquarters and tried to give Ammon the easy way out of all of this. They're now trying to get me on a second-degree felony.
Yep.
I don't really know how any of this would make me get a second-degree felony. Like, what the heck, police officers? But they're doing it, and the punishment for this crime is 15 years in jail.
See, this is the reason why you can't forgive these people. It's because they're literally doing things they are engaging in and doing things in a way that will ruin and destroy a person's life. Like, it's not like they're just not giving the Legos or it's something else. Like, they're going on offense in a way that is life-altering offense. This is crazy.
I don't know, like however else, like some of that stuff comes through, but like the reality is like, we've tried to talk with him and said, we're willing to work with you.
Yeah, I think one of the main reasons the police keep taking Ammon's side instead of ours, besides the whole Mormon thing, is that Ammon keeps framing the situation as he's just the helpful CEO who's trying to do the right thing and return Brian's property. And we're the ones that are preventing him from giving it back to Brian.
Of course.
So, I say we rewatch the footage and see what actually happened.
Right.
We said we would be more than happy to help Mr. Mansell.
Yeah, because Brian said he
was unwilling to work with us.
Well, Brian said he asked for the store inventory, and that because he said like he wanted to work with you, and then you guys didn't provide the store inventory.
We asked him to provide us with any documentation.
This is 100% the government doing it to Ben.
With a spreadsheet.
Well, they're working together. You have to keep in mind that like some of these police officers they don't understand everything that happened. They're just getting a call from this guy that's getting harassed by a YouTuber. And let's be honest, YouTubers trying to deal with businesses have a really bad track record. So I think that there are some instances where, like, yeah, the Utah Police Department in that area, there's probably a lot of ideological capture going on. Like, yeah, I think so. But, like, I think that whenever you're talking about, like, the LA Police Department or, these other police departments that are involved, the probability is that they're just hearing this from his side and they don't understand what's going on. The woman in the clip needs to be fired and investigated. Yeah, I mean, obviously, but like that's all I'm saying. It's corruption charges. There's no excuses here. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be corruption charges. The only thing I'm saying is that every single police officer involved in this, some of them might just be distrustful because they don't know what's going on, and there are other I'm not saying none of them, but I'm also not saying all of them. That's all I'm trying to get at, okay?
The spreadsheet is
making excuses for him?
Yeah,
I'm just trying to be reasonable. I'm a reasonable guy.
All of your ice cream machines belong
I'm a very reasonable guy.
Because so-and-so said so.
Nobody's more reasonable than me.
I have a spreadsheet that says that all these ice cream machines. That's not proof of ownership. That's not proof of anything.
So first off, this spreadsheet Ammon's referring to wasn't just some mystery spreadsheet. It was the actual inventory the store made. But I guess Ammon's trying to claim that the previous owner stole the Legos and then lied on the inventory, and so now it basically makes this inventory invalid.
Yeah.
He said that when corporate was taking over the store, that they actually did their own inventory, and this is the correct inventory.
Oh, right.
We did an inventory.
And good news for me, he's willing to give me this inventory. He's actually always been willing to give it to me or Brian. All we've ever had to do was ask.
We will work with you to any Lego that does exist.
Well, we did that, and you guys.
When?
I think like 5 or 6 times, and we've gotten 0 response back.
Yeah, literally the first thing I did right when I heard about this entire situation was I googled Bricks and Minifigs, clicked
Just
on their
go to their
website,
email,
clicked
contact
us, and sent them a message.
Yeah.
I actually got a message back from corporate saying that they would love to help, but after a few months, I kept trying to reply to this message, and they just completely ghosted me.
Yeah, we're ready to help you. Bye. Oh my God.
We've done like 6 over the last 4 or 5 months.
Pull it up. Find out. Tell me
Pull
when.
it up.
Let's see. I say like, hey, I don't think this ever got resolved. I'm just reaching back out right now, and never.
Hit forward right now. Resend it.
What's the email?
That is I don't know what email address that is.
This was on your guys' website.
That says fbc.team. I said franchise at bricksandminifigs.com.
Well, this is just on the website, so.
Did I tell you look up something on the website and send it there?
Well, you would assume. I mean, like, I think that what is this? This is what somebody with that kind of a mustache would do. This is exactly what they would do.
Did I say that just barely?
Well, that's what.
Yes or no?
It's crazy.
Did I say that?
No.
I just said send me an email to franchise@bricksandminifigs.com and we will work with that.
But you're getting mad at me because I emailed the email on the website.
You keep saying that you like. So I understand that, but I'm telling you right now, and you're trying to argue on something that I didn't give you any information about. I'm telling you, send it to that one.
Yeah, you're like getting upset at us that we emailed the email that was on your website.
He is getting upset.
I'm telling you,
obviously getting
the
upset.
way to do this, and you've been probably trying to communicate with a ghost.
Well, that's your guys' fault for putting that email on the website.
Sure. Okay.
And so why are you getting mad at us because we emailed the website for your instructions?
To harass us.
Oh, now harass. Oh, now you're harassing.
We're not harassing. We're just asking for our Legos.
How do you get
back.
normies to see this?
If someone stole
They're
money from
seeing
you and you went and politely asked for the money
they're
back,
seeing
is that you harassing them?
It seems like Ammon kept either trying to stall or switch the subjects. It almost seems like he doesn't want to actually give us this inventory.
Yeah.
But he keeps saying he's willing to give it to us.
You guys can send that inventory list to us?
I do believe so. Yes. I think we have sent that to Brian.
He says he said that's all he wants is the inventory list, and he'll stop like bugging you guys.
Well, then, Mr. Mansell and you, and if you want to be included on the emails with Mr. Mansell, that's totally fine. You guys can email us, and we can go
But
back.
you guys will give him the inventory list? Because he said he's been asking for it for over a year
reasonable.
now.
Amazing.
Show the inventory
Great.
list that was obtained when the store was originally taken over from
I had no
Crystal
idea.
Law. And we can work through that process and try and identify what was or wasn't there, and also try and identify how to proceed from there.
Yeah, I think Brian gets upset because he says they always say that they'll send me the list, kind of like how you're saying, oh, we can send it easily. But then when it comes down to it, you'll never actually send it. So maybe if you actually go ahead and send it, it would make him feel better.
Well,
it would be nice.
I understand what you're trying to get at. I'm more than willing to work with you and help you. That's what I'm saying. Send an email to that email address that I just gave to you, and that will produce results.
Anyways, I sent an email to the email he told me about, not the one on the
Franchise
website.
right
That's a
there.
bad email. Don't ever email that one or the CEO is going to be pissed. But according to Ammon, now that I've sent this email, I should be receiving the inventory list very
What
soon.
the fuck?
So I waited all
Brick
day.
by brick.
And I got no answer. So the next day, I sent them another email. I patiently waited again for about a week. And finally,
This is the response.
What is it?
Mr. Schneider, BAM Franchising Incorporation will not participate in any form of communication that appears designed for public provocation, harassment, or manipulation of facts for the purpose of media content. Attempts to obtain privileged or confidential information through misrepresentation or the creation of fraudulent documents.
Just for me asking for this inventory list to prove their innocence, because I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I want to be like, hey, if you're innocent,
Here it
I want
is,
to prove that you're innocent with this inventory list. But now, by me trying to do that, that's criminal behavior on my part.
And considered harassment.
Of
And
course.
we reserve all rights to refer such behavior to appropriate legal authorities.
It's
Oh my God.
The cops.
So don't ask for our inventory list, or else we're going to call the cops.
yes, Bricks and Minifigs has officially banned me from ever asking for this inventory list again. And I'm not the only one who's banned from asking for this list.
He promised us a full inventory right away. We've never received it.
Yeah, and every time it's been just absolutely nothing. So we've never gotten
This
anything.
is
We've
the
never
these are
gotten
the
an
previous
inventory
owners.
list.
Yeah, the previous owner who got her entire store stolen from her by corporate. I mean, she's legally required to get sent an inventory list, and even she, 2 years later, has not gotten it yet.
It would have resolved everything because they would have had to identify everything in the store, and it would have identified all of Brian's stuff, and they never provided it, so we couldn't then demand the third-party evaluation.
And it's now,
Of course. How
what,
convenient.
a year and a half later?
Who knows what.
Still no inventory.
Dang.
So.
How interesting.
Would have solved a lot of problems a year and a half ago to go, here's the inventory.
And even Brian still hasn't received this inventory list yet.
I've never received an inventory list. I've never received a record of sales because they can't provide it. They opened the store up almost right away and started selling it.
And the worst part about all of this is it seems like the CEO is pretty much just trying to rub all of this in everyone's face. When I turned on the news, I saw this.
Oh, I remember that fucking interview, man. It's so
As far as
annoying.
offering Brian the inventory, have you gone through the store, figured out what
what's going
was
on
part
with
of his
this?
collection, taken inventory, and shown him that inventory to offer that?
No, Ben has good lawyers. This is fucked. It sure is.
he can see, you know, like that we were not attempting in any way, shape, or form to withhold anything. Those then were offered to him, and the initial offer was rejected.
So now on public television, Ammon, the CEO, is telling the world that he tried to give us this inventory, but we're the ones that didn't want it.
We do want to help him recover as much of the collection. Our number one priority right now is to ensure that he gets made whole. We know that we have a responsibility to work with him to make sure he does get made whole.
So you've offered Brian the inventory of sets that was in the store.
Yeah, whatever was left over, we've offered that on multiple occasions. So we've tried to make multiple offers, and hopefully we'll be able to get them to the table so we can discuss it.
And this is pretty much Ammon's game plan now. Go on as many news stations as you can and lie.
The entire time we were saying, hey, we want to help.
This is what a lot of people don't understand, is that when you're dealing with people that are like this, they will literally just make shit up. They will say A when it's B. That's it. They'll just lie.
We want to help.
The main narrative now seems to be Bricks and
This is-
Minifigs
the
has
mind
always
of
been
many
trying to give
people
Brian his
can't
Legos
comprehend
back,
this.
but Brian just never wanted them back.
Would you be willing to just take this? And the answer was no. It was attempted to be given to the family, and it was refused. They made the offer and said, hey, you can have all this, and that offer was not accepted at the time.
Well, that's Ammon's side of the story, but I say let's take a look at what actually happened.
Read from the bottom up. That is our correspondence with Bricks and Minifigs, trying to work with them and getting the sets back.
So right when this happened, Brian hired an attorney to reach out to Bricks and Minifigs. They sent an email saying, how should we proceed to retake the possession of the sets/minifigures? And they actually emailed back saying they were willing to help. And then after this, they just never respond. So Brian's attorney sent them another email, just following up on this, when can we pick up the sets? And they still didn't respond. So the attorneys emailed back saying, it's now been 16 days. How can we get these Legos back? And finally, they received a response.
It says Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson have no legal obligation to return any of the Lego product that exists in their store to you. What? So yeah, basically they're saying that they're the ones that are not able to work with you, is what it seems like.
Oh my god,
They
bro.
finished this email saying, we consider this matter closed and will not be returning any Lego products to you. So as you can see, that's the reality of what actually happened.
What is wrong with them?
But then Ammon goes on Fox News and says this.
So they actually did have an attorney send information to us.
Yeah.
We said, great, appreciate this. Let's see what we can do to work this out. Yeah. And then we never heard back.
So
they're just lying. Oh my god. Holy shit. Like, I mean, I don't understand. By the way, this is like a subtext thing. But, like, I'm pretty sure it says in the Book of Mormon, like, not to lie to people, right? Like, it probably says, like, it's bad to do this because it's like you're, like, deceiving your fellow man, or Jesus doesn't want you to do that, or, I mean, there's got to be something in there, right?
Why is Ammon going
what
on,
is this?
like Fox News then and saying we wanted to give Brian his stuff back? He's the one that didn't want his stuff back. He didn't want any of his things.
That's my point. I don't know. He's lying.
I truly do believe in integrity. Truly, I believe in the sentiment of integrity, and I believe everyone should have integrity.
But anyways, another thing the
Everybody
CEO seems to be pretty
almost everybody minus one.
upset about is that when Brian kept demanding his stuff back and couldn't get it back, eventually he had enough. And he was like, I'm going to make a Facebook post about this. And in his Facebook post, he called Bricks and Minifigs thieves and liars. And this Facebook post, like, really pissed off Ammon. I mean, Bricks and Minifigs is literally suing Brian now for millions of dollars. All because of this. I mean, back when I was talking to him at corporate headquarters, he made it very clear that what they did is technically not actually considered theft.
There is no theft. Do you understand the legal definition of theft? Legally have to be
So
the definition of knowing that the property was stolen or otherwise not belonging to that person.
And on my phone,
So they did, like, but they did know. They literally knew that it was like. But that's but by that definition,
until Mr.
Oh my
Manziel
God.
came in days later and said, I have some of these things that need to be.
And that's another lie again, because
It is not another lie.
So I showed Ammon the security camera footage where corporate acknowledges that they are now going to be responsible for these Lego Star Wars sets.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that kind of side next.
And after showing him this footage to try to bring the conversation back to reality, this was his response.
Extortion.
Because we caught you guys?
It's extortion. Oh, you have proof? Oh, I guess I'm being extorted now.
Because you are attempting to
Yes, hello, police? They're going to kill me.
extort us. So
Really? It's so stupid. Oh my god.
what you are doing right now is illegal. It's an extortion.
So catching you guys in illegal activity, that's illegal on me.
Yeah. It's illegal
We
to
haven't
find
done
out.
See, I
that we're
agree
doing
too. I
something
agree.
that's
Nope,
illegal.
it's not illegal on us.
Yeah.
Thank you
have
for.
done nothing illegal, and you are doing something.
I don't like how they're giving all Mormons a bad rep. They're not.
I don't
These
think
guys
it's
are
illegal.
just
I think
assholes.
us
There's a
catching
handful
you
of
guys for doing the
assholes.
illegal thing
That's all.
doesn't make that what
Assholes in every
That makes
religion.
what you guys are doing is illegal.
Just the way it is. Great PR, not good PR.
You've been asked to leave. Please leave.
We have to leave?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for working
They
with
won't
us.
leave. They were gonna kill me.
After just going around in circles for probably 30 to 40 minutes and just, having like kind of less than genuine questions or less than genuine responses being given to me, I was exasperated by the end of it. And that's, like when people get tired and exasperated, that's when we finally got the footage that we can use to make him look like a completely unreasonable monster, but that's what they do is people whose goal is to do those types of things, they just harass and go after people as long and hard as they can until somebody breaks and says something that then they can use that one clip to be like, oh, look at this horrible monster of a person.
Clearly.
So that's what I feel like has kind of really happened here.
So Ammon's claiming that I just harassed him for 30 minutes and finally he got fed up with us, which that was the one clip at the end that I used in my documentary. So I say let's go to the very beginning of the footage, my first interaction with them, and see what actually happened.
So what's going on?
So you guys are holding
He's just
some of our
asking.
Legos?
Yeah, he's just asking right here.
You're not?
Yeah, literally from the very first sentence we ever exchanged with each other, Ammon's goal was just to lie to us. But anyways, I'm now starting to think that the only reason Ammon wanted us to email him about the inventory list wasn't actually give us
He
the
just
inventory.
wanted you to leave the store so he could create a reason for you not to be able to go back to the store. That's literally it.
Inventory list.
Yeah, it's actually that simple.
It was a trap. Yeah, Ammon only wanted me to email him so he can find out my email and subpoena Google and find out all of my private information. You think I'm lying, but they actually did this.
What
They
the
subpoenaed
fuck?
Google asking for all private information tied to this email address. And Google sent them like hundreds of hours of all the raw footage from everything I've filmed to the Lego video so far. All my emails, all my search history, all the metadata that shows everywhere I've been. But anyways, this was the reaction of the police officer after she watched my entire first episode.
I'm really curious to see like if this fool even makes any money doing this YouTube stuff. I'm like, if it's enough for him to travel to another state just to go get some footage. It doesn't even sound like his like secret information doesn't even seem credible from
No.
my understanding.
No, so it sounds like you were able to watch the video.
I think by secret information, the police
Secret
officer is referring to the security camera footage that proves that everything Bricks and Minifigs is saying is a lie. My first question is, how could this not be credible? It's literally just video evidence of what happened that
Of them
night.
talking,
But
yeah.
at least now I can see why the police aren't listening to me. They're basically just saying that all of the evidence I submit to them is not credible and therefore case closed. Ben's wrong and we're right because we said that the evidence is uncredible. At this point, Bricks and Minifigs is working with the police to just come up with whatever story they can to make
bias.
any evidence I give them seem as uncredible as possible.
In all of his actions to just generate
No!
likes.
No!
Yet, like social media clout.
No, it's
without
it's
putting in the work
bias.
of Just doing the crummy stuff.
Interesting.
He seems like a fun
No.
A fun
no.
gentleman?
And,
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
His MO really seems to follow somebody who's like a paper tiger, right? Like
a paper tiger
behind, you know, or like a keyboard warrior. But they'll make threats.
And this is the craziest part of the video to me.
More
Ammon's
threats.
claiming that I'm a keyboard warrior. And a keyboard warrior is basically just someone who talks a lot of smack online, but then when it actually comes down to it, they won't do anything in person. Which
Meanwhile, this is like 7 restraining orders later, 5 basically swattings later, 2 I'm going to shoot him if he comes on my property, you know, obstruction of commercial business, he has heroin, there's guns, there's stolen Legos in the Uber in the house that he's renting. Like, oh yeah, this is over. Yeah, this isn't keyboard warrior shit. It's just warrior shit. That's what's happening. It's in real life. Yeah, he's just a warrior. Yeah, he might be in berserker stance with no armor on. You could say casting, maybe you could say recklessness, but other than that, you know.
I mean, if we look
He's
back at the
putting it
footage,
down.
I accomplished
He's been
almost
10
everything
toes
I set
down
out to
with
do.
this the
I
whole
didn't get
time.
scared of anything. If someone in this story is a keyboard warrior, I don't think it's me. I think it's Bricks and Minifigs.
Yeah.
I mean, let's double check by looking at the footage. Ammon claims with his words that he can give us the inventory list.
We can show the inventory list.
But when it actually comes down to it, he's terrified to give it to anyone. Bricks and Minifigs this entire time has also just been begging me to sue them.
If you think it's illegal, why give sue me? Let's go to court. Sue me for us. Sue me. Let's go to court. Let's go to court then.
So when I finally go out and actually sue them, they close down their store. And now Bricks and Minifigs is going to absolute extreme lengths to hide from this lawsuit.
Are you okay if she just gives you the paper so we can just...
No, I'm not accepting service from her. Absolutely not.
I mean, Bricks and Minifigs...
Not accepting service is more than enough to be an acknowledgement that service was assigned. I looked this up. It's in Utah. You already did it. It doesn't matter. That's all you had to do.
is showing all of the signs of a keyboard warrior, but for some reason they think that I'm the keyboard warrior. At this point, it almost seems like everything Bricks and Minifigs is doing, for some reason they think that I'm the one that's the one doing it.
Oh, I didn't steal the Legos. You stole the Legos. Why did you steal the Legos?
No more issues. There's so many other things that this guy could like be talking about, right?
100%. But sometimes, you know, like it's a sunk cost fallacy. They just think, oh, I put so much time and effort into this. I gotta make sure something happens. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, Ammon just completely proved my point. Obviously, I'm not suffering from the sunk cost fallacy at all. Ammon's the one suffering from the sunk cost fallacy. I mean, they literally already admitted to me that they've held onto the Legos for so long, it's not worth it for them to give it back to us anymore.
I'm not going to distribute those things at this point. We've kept them on hold for this long, so.
Let's see what else Bricks and Minifigs is accusing me of. Well, they're suing me for defamation.
Wow.
But this entire time, Bricks and Minifigs is actually the ones defaming me.
They themselves say, hey,
we're gonna kill
guys
you.
stole this product from this person. If you don't give it back, I'm gonna burn the place down.
Let's go to the next thing Bricks and Minifigs is accusing me of. Extortion.
Isn't this
when
insane?
they're the ones actually extorting me by saying if I don't let them steal the Legos from us, they're
gonna
gonna
say I
make
did
up a
it.
reason to throw me in jail.
Exactly.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang.
Okay. You can shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, that
Bricks and
sounds like a
Minifigs is also
keyboard
getting
warrior.
me for RICO charges.
They're charging Reckless Ben for RICO. I think it is more likely that the police are guilty of RICO, right?
And if you look at the CEO's previous businesses, he actually got sued for RICO. He's the one guilty of RICO, not me. They're also accusing me of sending a sniper to shoot out the windows of the McNeff house.
If you guys want to come to, you can see the window and see where they were shooting from. It could be a sniper blade on the hill.
When the police got there, they realized it was actually a construction worker who accidentally shattered the window.
Seems
Imagine your window breaks and you're like, so I think I know what it is. So there's a YouTuber that is involved with a family member of mine, and he paid someone to go out in the middle of the desert and shoot out one of my windows from like a grassy knoll. Like, that's the first thing that comes to your mind.
more likely that it happened from construction work than it happened from some random people
across
Well, wouldn't
the
you
way.
have the casing?
But even after all this, they still go
Not
online
casing,
and
the
say it was
bullet?
me.
He's trying to get Ben Schneider for like attempted murder. He's basically trying to set Ben Schneider up for
Attempted
attempted murder,
murder.
when
Oh
meanwhile
my
it was
God.
Emil from his own construction worker.
So what's the moral of the story here?
Attempted murder.
It
Wow.
looks like everything bad Bricks and Minifigs is doing, they think that I'm the one that's doing the bad thing. It makes no sense.
Uh-huh.
So, I just let you know, we called it double blind. The person who committed the crime may or may not be in the lineup or depicted. So I will give this to you. You'll have as much time as you need to choose someone or to not choose anyone. Whenever you're able to feel that you have ID'd somebody, I just ask that you circle it and then you show next to it.
And then, like that?
Perfect.
Okay.
And
There
let
you
me
go.
guess who that was.
Okay.
Cool.
I feel like this was like the final step that I needed.
Yeah.
This is legit. We've been able to verify who he is now.
Yes.
So the police put on this big performance to make it
Oh,
look like
according
they're
to my
going to
plan.
all this work to verify the facts. When in reality, they already know who I am. They already subpoenaed Google. They already watched my entire first Lego video. They already went through all my search history. To me, this just feels like a staged performance so they can show the world, hey, look, we verified everything, when if they would have just put an equal amount of effort into watching the raw footage I submitted to them, they would have found out that Ammon's just completely lying to them, but for some reason they didn't. A few weeks later, when I ended up going to court, this was the state's response.
My name is Nick Nielsen. I'm the prosecutor. Is Benjamin Schneider here?
Yes.
If you want to take care of that today, we can do what we call a plea in abeyance.
Crazy
Were you able to
animation.
see the footage I submitted to the police
I did this
of
when
our
I was 11.
interaction?
I have not watched it.
Oh.
Okay, because in that footage you can clearly see that
So they didn't even look at the footage that explains what happened. Right, of course.
second he tells us to leave, we say, okay, we'll leave.
Yeah.
And then he calls the police and
Naturally.
said that we threatened to burn down the building and shoot everyone
Yeah.
inside. And he was just making up all these lies, which
Yeah.
you can clearly see in the footage that we submitted.
How is that?
Not-
How
we-
is that not 1,000 times worse? By the way, like telling the police somebody threatened to kill you and they were gonna burn the place down. I feel like is 1,000 times worse than just being annoying at the store. Like that's crazy to do. That's like on the that's on the swatting spectrum.
We're being respectful the whole time. We left the second he told us to.
Sorry, let me look.
And so it makes sense why the police would take me to court because, I mean, he's threatening that we're going to burn down the building and shoot everyone, but we did nothing. Like, he's just saying that because he's trying to. I'm a documentary maker, so I'm making a documentary on the thing. So his logic is if he throws me in jail, then if he makes up a reason for me to go to jail, then I won't be able to expose them for their crimes. So that's the what's going on. It's clear as day in the footage.
Yeah.
If you watch it, it seems like they're just making up a bunch of false information in order to silence criticism.
But did you submit that to the police officer?
Yes.
Is the footage going such that it's still going like when you step out the door?
It starts from when we're in the elevator before we talk to him to when we were back in the elevator going back down.
Obviously, a video doesn't necessarily show everything that possibly happened.
So according to the state of Utah, the raw video that shows everything that possibly could have happened is not credible and could not have shown everything that possibly could have happened. And
Which is accurate. I think that that's true. But like, which side do you want to bet on? Do you want to bet on the one that this guy said, I'm going to shoot this person, they misrepresented things in other situations, they're literally being investigated for misrepresenting things, or the person that's showing you the entire amount of footage? Like, it's just like, I mean, which one, right? Is it like, are you going to bet on 1 to 100 or 1 to 1? It's so ridiculous.
Even watch it.
Oh my God.
They're literally just taking Ammon's word for everything and completely ignoring all the evidence.
Yeah.
So where does this leave me now? Not only am I being charged with a bunch of mystery crimes in American Fork, Utah, but I'm also being charged with a second-degree felony up to 15 years in jail in Provo, Utah.
Insane.
And now that they have
Oh my
written proof
God.
that I'm committing all of these insane crimes against them, I mean, obviously Bricks and Minifigs just made up everything, but that's not how the court sees it. The court thinks that these are real. And for whatever reason, the court wouldn't let me share my side. They only heard Bricks and Minifigs' side.
Ben's side was not in the room, was not heard.
The court signed an order erasing his published work on the strength of the company's verified complaint and the company's motion, with no one there to say a word against it.
Yeah, the judge granted a temporary restraining order, preventing me from even talking about Bricks and Minifigs, which sucks because
They've got to get the feds in on this, bro. I mean, I do think that, by the way, like, I know it sounds stupid, but I really mean this. Like, big cases like this damage the credibility of police officers and police enforcement. I've said this before, even with like the ICE shootings, whether it's George Floyd or anything like that, they do really need to investigate these instances where people think that the police made the wrong decision. And the reason why isn't to, you know, hold the police officers accountable. Sometimes it's to show that actually we didn't do anything wrong and we're going to prove it to you right now, right? But the problem is that I don't think that these people realize how badly they're managing their reputation, whether this is the government doing this or, you know, these individual departments that are doing it. It's a huge mistake to not take a more active effort in managing your reputation this way.
night I hit 1 million subscribers, and all my friends threw a giant surprise party for me. Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs gets to just keep spreading their lies about me, and I just have to sit in silence, and there's nothing I can do to stop them. It's crazy to think about how much public support I was getting.
$200,000 Lego dispute. That's turning into one of the craziest legal cases and an internet crusade that is just exploding.
A $200,000 Lego collection. This $200,000 Lego scandal is literally one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I think this might be the best video that I've seen. This is one of the crazier stories I think I've ever covered.
I love how it's... You just said the same thing.
Reckless Ben. Reckless Ben.
It really seemed like the entire internet was uniting.
Even Hassan watched it. That's crazy.
To stand up to this bully of a company.
Bricks and Minifigs can stuff it.
Brick by brick. Brick by brick. Brick by brick.
Ricky, really
oh God.
Like we were right about to get the Legos back, but I was wrong.
Yeah.
Now the court has silenced me. And it looks like all the work I put into this was just for nothing.
Yeah.
However, people were pretty upset that I was silenced and decided to protest.
Brick by brick.
It sucks that I'm not even allowed to be a part of this movement anymore.
He's hiding. Oh my God. It's like Assassin's Creed fucking cinematic.
Brick by brick.
Oh, you guys can't see. He's wearing a mask. Look at that.
Brick by brick.
Or maybe I can be here. I just have to be in disguise so no one recognizes me.
No. Alright, I'm here with, what was your name?
I'm Jerome. Here to support the cause.
Jerome? Justice for Heroin Kid.
Here to support.
Jerome.
I spent the rest of the day protesting for the cause, and not a single person here recognized who I actually am. And maybe the protesting worked, because after a full month of remaining silent, I finally have an announcement.
Oh, it looks like I don't need this disguise anymore, because I have my freedom of speech back, baby. I can say whatever I want. I can say Bricks and Minifigs sucks. I can say Bricks and Minifigs social old people. And look, I just said it. I'm not in jail, which is sick. We got our First Amendment rights back. Yeah.
And now that I have my freedom of speech back, everyone is wondering how Bricks and Minifigs can make up for the fact that they made up all these lies about me to take away my freedom of speech. Most legal experts are saying I could easily win millions of dollars from Bricks and Minifigs, but instead, I have a better solution.
If they want to apologize, they can say that they're sorry by doing the chicken dance. And I will take that as a sincere form of apology. And once they do the chicken dance, then I will know that Bricks and Minifigs is sorry, and we can finally move on to the next video series. It'll be awesome. So you guys might be thinking.
Participate in the humiliation ritual to show my dominance over you. This is a level of base that is very rarely seen in the public, but whenever it occasionally manifests. It's just glorious. It is truly glorious. Oh my god.
Thinking, why do you want them to do the chicken dance? And there's actually a reason. So
Yeah.
this entire time, Bricks and Minifigs always says the right thing, but then their actions don't match their words
Yeah.
at all. So I was thinking, well, if they get given an apology, they might say the right things, you know, but they're not actually going to mean it.
They're not doing the right
by
moves.
doing the chicken dance, I'm gonna basically just be giving them another opportunity to
That's
do the
the
right
shirt I
thing,
have.
not just
Alright.
with their words, but with their actions.
Yeah.
And once they decide to do the right thing, then I'll move on to the next video series and never talk about Bricks and Minifigs again. And also make sure to check us out at www.westealfromoldpeople.com, because right now we have 2 new Lego sets for sale that you can buy right now. One of Joshua Johnson and one of Ammon McNeff.
I don't think they were ready for this, bro. Like, can you imagine like you run this company and like this dude just turns your life upside down? That's crazy. Show the shirt? Yeah, sure, I can show the shirt. Give me a minute. I'll get up. There it is. Shit. Give me that. I'm good. Yeah, he sent me the shirt. So I have my own little I have my own little version.
And we're only making 500 of each, and once all 500 of each sell out, we're never making any more. And you gotta buy them now, because someday they're gonna sell for like $1 million or something. They're gonna be collectibles.
For sure,
It's gonna be
for
sick.
sure, yeah.
Also subscribe to Patreon. You'll get tons of behind the scenes,
Uh-huh.
tons of extra footage, full interviews.
Mhm.
Also, part 4 is coming soon. If you subscribe to Patreon, you'll be the first to watch it. And also subscribe to part 5.
Yep.
Subscribe to part 6, part 7, all the way to part 100.
Oh.
We're doing 100 parts. My lawyer said if Bricks and Minifigs sues me, which they've still not dropped their lawsuit, then it'll be at least 2 years and 52 weeks a year. That's 104 parts at least. So come back all the way till 100.
Okay, we get it. Yeah, we get it, man. We get it. Yeah, no, for sure. All right, yeah, there it is. Oh my god. Wow. This video was absolute fucking cinema. Holy shit. Like, this was so funny for me to watch. I'm so glad I looked at it. And the best part about this, here's what I think is funny, is that it's not over. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it's not over. It's going to happen. It's just going to be more and more and more of this. I think you've got probably at least 3 more videos that's going to come out of this situation, if not more than that, man. And Linus review of the Trump phone. Oh, wow, he got one? Damn, Charlie must be mad. And this is not about Legos anymore. This is about corruption. The amount of police misconduct exposed by this story to cover a 2-bit CEO just trying to casually commit fraud is wild. That's what's insane to me about this, right? Is like you scratched the surface and you found that this was a mile deep. You did. Like, this is really, really bad. Legos on their store said they were sold out in minutes. Well, yeah, I mean, Lego is really popular. I mean, people use Lego all the time. Look at the ratio. I mean, yeah, people love it. 300 and I mean, this amount of views to or likes, a 10% ratio of responses basically on people, like, is fucking insane. And how funny would it be if Ben doesn't accept the chicken dance unless every member of corporate does the dance? Yeah, it would have to be the 3 guys, right? The 2 guys and then also the CEO that have to do the chicken dance. And he hasn't even started a civil lawsuit against the American Fork Police Department. That'll be a few more. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that they need to get to the bottom of this and figure out why exactly all of these mistakes happened by this police department, right? Because, like, I do think this is a matter of, like, public interest. Like, why is it that this police department is behaving in a way that seems to be enabling corruption, bad faith behavior, and malicious lies? Like, and the judge. Well, the judge, I mean, I put the least amount of, like, blame on the judge in this circumstance because the context is removed and he made a bad decision, but I think that it was a bad decision that was made out of, like, basically a lack of understanding rather than bad faith. And, like, and I could be wrong about that, but, like, he's the one that I'm the least certain was bad faith. Like, it seems very clear that the Bricks and Minifigs people are bad faith, right? Like, we all know that. It seems also that the police were bad faith. The judge, I just don't know or see enough about it in order that I can perceive that. The public sees bad faith. The public does see bad faith. And I think this is a larger conversation about judicial review, right? It's a huge thing. The judge didn't accept any of Ben's evidence. Well, yeah, but he's looking at it like you could say that it was a bad filing a false police report is also a crime. Well, yeah, and then falsifying information, especially saying that, like, this person's violent, like, this is what they do whenever they're trying to SWAT somebody, right? I mean, that's insane to do this. So, I don't know. The bumbling detective in Boondock Saints gets roasted by the FBI agent. The American Fork Police Department is full of them. Well, there's a lot of police departments and people that are involved in that stuff that are just fucking morons, right? It's extremely common, but it's also not that big of a surprise. And Mormons won't go after their own man? Yeah, I know. And not a surprise either. But anyway, let me scroll back down. I'll see if I can find a few more of these. But yeah, it's just fucking crazy. And yeah, you know why they keep lying and making shit up? It's how they succeeded for so long. It is. Yeah, they've succeeded for quite a long time. Employee thinks she can go home after stealing $11,000 in lottery tickets. Oh my god. Okay, let's see it.
So I just can't just go home?
I can't just go home, no.
Why?
More like you just stole a candy bar, okay? I guess there's a question about almost $11,000 worth of lottery tickets over. Okay. So,
but you don't have it on video that is.
I have.
It's 50 million videos in
I'm just saying.
We've all tried our luck with the lottery. Buy a ticket, scratch, and hope for a miracle. But what if that miracle never stood a chance because the cashier had already pocketed the winners? Meet a Winn-Dixie cashier, a single mom who didn't just dream of winning the lottery, she rigged it.
Uh-huh.
She stole over $11,000 in scratch-offs and found a way to turn losing tickets into winners, hoping it would balance the register and keep everything under the radar.
Uh-huh.
But the scheme fell apart when the Florida Lottery noticed they'd overpaid thousands of dollars to winners. An investigation caught her on camera, scanning only the winning tickets while leaving everyone else empty-handed. Here's what happened next.
What a fucking idiot. Who does this?
Oh. What's wrong? Alright, so what's happening is we have an associate. Okay. We started seeing...
This is Florida, isn't it? I think this is Florida.
Some lottery shortage over here for instant ticketing online.
Yeah.
It started back around the beginning of July.
I can tell.
It's gone on to present.
Beginning of July. Damn.
Lottery cards playing online ticket.
Is that her?
Yes.
Okay. Can we go back in there for real quick?
Can you tell me what's going on so I can try to...
I don't know what's going on, so I can...
She doesn't even know.
Stuck out the door.
I know. Well, I don't know what's going on yet, so let me talk to him and we'll go from there.
So have her on video, you know, selecting tickets, mainly at the liquor store. She would just scratch the bottom to see if they're a winner or not, discard them if they weren't, cash them in if they were, and then there's also another process on the cash register to where, like if somebody brings up a winning ticket, we can key in instant lottery redemption and then put in the dollar amount and then we pay that out. Well, she figured out that she could do that even without a winning ticket and everything's still balanced on the back end in our world. But then when we got the bill from lottery, then obviously
She thought she was being smart too. You guaranteed she thought she was being smart.
Okay, well, we paid out more redemptions than what we received. Okay. And so that's when all this started unfolding. So we're looking at total that I can prove that she took was $10,653, something like that, during that time.
Every instance on video.
Every instance on video. I got it all in a thumb drive for you. Everything instance on video. I've got our report that shows our redemptions on our register, and then all of the redemptions on the Florida Lottery Terminal. Since we don't own that, I had to get that through the state, and that shows everything of what ticket she scanned, what the value is on an Excel spreadsheet. So that's how I handle everything.
Holy shit!
No, doesn't matter. The machine is a machine.
There she goes again. I know.
Anybody can do it, but it's her scheduled shift.
Uh-huh.
And obviously on video, she's the only one at the liquor store because we usually only work one person at the liquor store at the time.
Okay.
So basically, she's been taking lottery tickets, scanning the bottom if they're winners or not. If they're not winners,
she doesn't scan
it. If they are winners, she scans them, takes the money, and she's on the way to make a lottery ticket a winner.
I mean, really, it's not that bad of a scam. I mean, for a lot of these, at least it's better than, you know, putting a pack of Reese's peanut butter cups in your pants and then getting tased after fighting the officer and saying that you don't have anything in your pants, right? I mean, it's definitely more clever than that. She's peeking through the door? I bet she is.
They have a thumb drive full of all the...
Depth and racketeering? I think so.
First day that we discovered it.
There she goes.
So you have like date and times written out? Do you have anything written out yet or no?
Everything's on that thumb drive as far as explosive.
So she's basically taking lottery tickets, scanning them. But don't they have to be activated first?
They're all active because we're all. You know,
she can. Yeah, they're talking about you. Yeah.
You said. I will tell you.
Did he just shut the door on her?
You said. I will tell you. We're trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out what I have. Okay. I'm gonna figure out if we're taking a jail or not taking a jail.
Well, I need to know because
I will let you know. Once I know, I will let you know. Okay? So can you sit down for me?
The kid's having an asthma attack, so now it's okay. Let me run away.
Just take a seat for me. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So I just can't just go home?
No.
Why?
Because the allegations, I guess, we have going on
They
against
still going to investigate this all.
Uh-huh.
Well, not that they did their investigation. Now they can.
She's
tell us
trying to get away so she can run away.
That's what they have going on.
Well, drive away.
Well, they're providing us a verbal statement of what's been going on since July. Okay. So
That's a long
it's
time.
not more like you just stole a candy bar. Okay. I guess there's a question about almost $11,000 worth of lottery.
It's a lot of candy bars.
Okay. So.
Explain to him. He said,
$11,000.
So.
That's insane.
Is that something you wrote down?
Yeah, this one I got. Let me see it.
You want that back or?
She's right. She's adding to it.
She's gonna write something down. Oh, here we go. She never wanted to stop. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just, I mean, honestly, this is a pretty clever scam. But yeah, of course they're gonna catch you. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay. Sorry about that. We're good.
Okay.
They do instant lottery redemption as a hand key, and then they put $30. We give you $30. Well, everything balances in our world until the state, which we only get.
So the lottery commission picked up on it. That's what it was.
You actually overpaid something.
We overpaid in redemptions because she figured out that she could just do that instant lottery redemption for no ticket.
Yep.
And take whatever money she wanted out of the
Winner or a fake. Correct. Or not, loser. Winner or loser.
Having a ticket. Not even having a ticket. She just goes up to the register and goes instant lottery redemptions, $100.
Oh, okay.
$100. $100. Correct.
You just computerize.
Correct.
Yes.
Is that normal practice?
In my 15 years here, I've never had somebody figure that part out that they could just do it without a ticket. So obviously something on our back end.
Kind of clever. That's impressive. All right.
Because they gave her that opportunity.
Okay.
And then she played some online stuff too. I mean, the online's probably a couple $100, but the rest adds up to the, $10,600 something.
Okay.
Do you have a printout of?
I didn't print it out because it was just so big. I mean, these reports are
This
massive.
PDF that you're in this USB that you have, what is on it?
I've got all the video.
Jesus.
Of her doing all this.
It's
stuff.
very stupid.
I have all the receipts. Of
Yep.
Security.
Yes, a clear video. Yeah.
Timestamp.
Well, people like this think they never get caught. That's the reason why.
I have one file that has all the.
That's
video
always
files.
what it is.
You okay?
Oh shit! You scared the hell out of me.
I've always been out here.
Huh?
I've just been out here. So I just saw that she got up over there and you moved back, so.
Oh, because you jumped. Because she told me to make a phone call. So I'm trying to think of who can I call to get
They
the
get
kids
greedy
off
and then they
the street.
caught. Yeah, exactly.
And the school.
Her children are about to get out of school, so she was
I
PTA.
know.
But I do need this data.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I'm trying to figure out because the people in my neighborhood make sure they get off the van. So I'm trying to think who went around my house that
I would try to figure it out.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So while we're figuring out stuff right here, so you figure out what's going on
So
here.
can you ask him, did he get the statement that they were just talking to me about this 2 months ago?
I will gladly ask him. Don't worry about that. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be talking with them. We're going to figure out what we have going on. You have until by the time we come in here and talk to you about what's going on to figure out a ride for your family, for your kids and stuff.
One in jail.
There's a possibility.
Why?
Because
What do you mean, why? You've been sitting there overhearing everything they're saying. What do you mean, oh, I wonder why I'm going to jail? Like, even if you're acting innocent, you're hearing it. You can clearly hear it.
You stole almost $11,000.
And the Corey in charge that run this store, they had a conversation with me, and they wrote me up.
But like I said,
Wait, so they already wrote you up for stealing lottery tickets? Oh!
let me figure out what they have over here. Just get somebody, see if they can pick your kids up just in case if you do happen to go to jail. Okay.
I'm trying to think, who can I call? My family don't stay here. They stay in Georgia.
That's
Well,
crazy.
You need to figure out a family friend or
It's
somebody.
crazy
or if I can
story.
call my friends with shop there.
So can I call y'all, one of the police officers that used to work with you guys?
Used to or does?
So,
Or,
alright,
I
so
don't know,
Corey in
sir.
charge can tell you about the meeting we had?
Hang on.
See, now he don't want to say nothing.
Because he's talking with us. I told you. You just.
He doesn't want to talk to you, yeah. I wonder
We're talking
why.
now. So figure out what you're doing. Figure out something with your kids, okay?
Can she walk me in the bathroom?
No.
I'm bleeding. Like,
No.
she's walking with me.
No. You're not going anywhere.
I can't even go pee.
No, you cannot go pee.
How do I supposed to use the bathroom?
It's either you make phone calls now for somebody to get your kids. Okay, I'm helping you. That, or I put you in handcuffs and we just go. No, we're not doing that.
So I can even go. We have to listen to.
It's mine. You're in my custody right now. You're not free to go. You're under investigative detention right now. Okay.
Thank God, this is a cop that actually doesn't put up with this shit. Like, I love this. Yeah, sure stuff. He doesn't give a fuck.
Okay. You know what that means?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. This is the actual total amount, so we can just put.
I see. Let me ask you a question. If a police standing in front of me, they could deny me for using the restroom?
I love how, like, you think you're gonna call some random person. What is this, like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You're gonna phone a friend, and then, like, you're gonna say to the police officer, well, I just called my friend, and they said you can't do this. And the police officer is gonna be like, oh my God, really? They said that? Well, it's 2 against 1 now. I guess I'm wrong. You get to run free. Like, how could you be this fucking stupid? Really? It's unbelievable how these people think. Well, I guess they don't.
You gotta show while we're in front of you, you're making accusations of you stealing $11,000 from Winn-Dixie.
Say it again, Auntie?
Yeah.
Okay, because when I started back over here, he's saying that $11,000 worth of lotto I took. So the police stand here. I have to pee. I'm bleeding. Like, he telling me no, I cannot come.
You're bleeding? Wait, what?
I just asked him. He said no, she can't even go with me. He said I have to stand here. Yes.
The fuck? A period? I guess, yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
2-2-30.
She said for female to go with me, I should be able to go.
It has to be law enforcement.
Y'all can't stand at the door. Ain't no
No, I
windows
cannot.
in the bathroom.
Do you have I need a female reference at that point.
Oh my gosh.
No,
He
the thing
said
is,
no,
I'm
I
having a
cannot
female officer come here and it's going to search you prior to going to the
Oh,
bathroom.
she could search me. You want me to take it?
No.
What's in my pocket? No, I wasn't opening my clothes. This was in my pocket.
You're fine. But no.
These only thing in here is milk and it's leaking. That's it.
No, you are fine.
He's saying no. I said can't go.
Oh my God, bro. Being a police officer, man. Wow.
But why don't you ask her to see if she will go pick up your little ones just in case you do have to come with me?
I cannot hear you.
Adult daycare? Yeah.
She said the same thing you said.
What?
I'm sorry, when the police said something to me, I'll call somebody who work for the police department.
Okay.
She said, as long as it's a female officer, I can go. Other than that, if it's a male, I cannot go. I have to sit here and hold my gun.
Damn.
So, Mr. Art, so they didn't tell you about the write-up they gave me for that?
What's that?
They didn't tell you about the write-up, the whole conversation we had in here? Because I had it with Charles King Court.
That's fine. I mean,
But it's not the same thing you just...
The write-up. Like, you think she thinks a write-up is gonna, like, then it's legal? Like, oh my God.
correct. Because at that point, we didn't know where the loss was coming from.
He said the lotto is messing up. So whatever you're doing, you need to stop. He said because it's a lot of money for that. Then after that, it was another one for the
upstairs.
washing money or whatever.
We don't have time to
And he wrote me up for that.
I know.
And
Yeah, so apparently 3 days ago, Lottery Police got contacted by Winn-Dixie about it. They've compiled all the paperwork and all like the files and everything for Winn-Dixie. So there's a PDF up here with like tons of information on it about video surveillance, I guess.
So they have the whole thing. Like, I mean, she's dead to rights. Yeah.
Each actual
Duh.
scratch-off ticket.
Well, what she was trying to do with that guy is she was trying to make him agree with these like really general, like vague statements. So then she could reframe those statements as like him being okay with her doing it. That's why I think she was doing that. I mean, at least that's what a smart person would do, which means that's probably not what she was doing. But I don't know.
It's times money value. I mean, we're looking at like 11 grand over 5 months, man. I mean, that's
Corpus problem.
Well, it's theft. It's grand theft.
Yeah, but Winn-Dixie has their own corporate that investigates shit like this.
Yeah, well.
And they. If you wait 5 months to do this.
Well, they just knew about it 3 weeks ago because they got alerted by the state regarding, I guess, basically they sent a summary or whatever, and I guess they said like, oh, you're over this amount because basically each ticket has a value. So she would go in, just go to the computer and just take money out without scanning a ticket. So that they hit. Okay. And then I guess that when they found out about it, they started investigating it, contacted the Lottery Police. Lottery Police sent them all the information. I guess he just got the rest of the information, I don't know, yesterday, today, or 2 days ago, and then I guess she's here. So nobody's talked to her yet. I guess Lottery Police said that they have like too high of a workload that they're not going to come take this.
Too many other scams?
Simple grand theft. And
Simple
if you need
grand
them to come to
theft.
the station to go this way to explain all the paperwork and how to read
11K
it,
over
all this
5
other
months
kind of
has been
stuff.
worth calling the police over. That's a
They'd be
pretty
more
good
than happy
amount.
to come do that.
Yeah, it probably goes
I don't
up
understand
too.
why they just don't do it, but whatever.
Yeah, it's probably going up.
So I just need you to fill out a statement form. Basically, just put your information here. Okay. Down here, put her information.
Okay.
And then let's just make this the easy way. So on the statement form, just write, on this date at this time, I was informed of XYZ.
Yeah. You think it stops with her?
You begin an investigation.
Probably, yeah. Probably a lot of low-level fraud like this that happens
ultimately
constantly.
determined that from this month, this day, to this month, this day, employee X who's doing XYZ, you contact the Lottery Police. They went ahead and sent you over all the files as far as video, dates, times. I'm assuming the transactions.
Yeah, like all the video and all the registered transactions was from us, and then I had to go through the state to get the lottery terminal reports.
And that's like
what I contacted.
The scans of the actual.
The scans, right.
And then just say you got all of that information. Just say that it has been determined that the total amount of theft from the business or whatever is X amount of
If it's
dollars.
not just theft, it's theft and embezzlement. I don't know.
Pursue charges.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, that's
seems pretty simple.
I mean, we don't have to go too deep into yours.
Right. I mean, everything's on the thumb drive. So
Yeah. Well,
it's just there.
It takes some time to do day by day and each time, and I mean that's a lot.
That's what I was gonna say. It's probably
What does it
gonna be she absolutely depending on what she says when I interview her. If she doesn't,
Where did it say? Sanford? Is that it?
then we'll have probably to release her.
What
while
police department? I don't know
continue to
what
work
the
the
fuck that says.
investigation, because it sounds like it's kind of in depth for months, right? So and once we arrest her, the state has 33 days to file on those charges.
Stanford, Florida?
So if we can't
Okay, so
really
I was right?
Make sense of it for them.
That's all I wanted to know.
So,
That's all I wanted to know, if I was right about the Florida thing.
Obviously, have to go through the prosecution
Yep.
part to get that.
So is
Oh,
it
man.
Winn-Dixie that's at a loss, or is it Florida Lottery?
I'm at a loss for the value of the tickets.
You can
Now,
just
the
tell,
cases that
bro.
I've worked for in the
You
past,
see
they
them
will
bellies?
prosecute for the value
Yeah.
of the tickets, because that's my loss, and then the state
Just
goes
look at
after
'em.
that person for the winnings of those fraud tickets.
Okay.
So that's what usually happens.
So that's even more in depth for
Yeah.
the Florida Lottery. Yeah. Yeah. What's the total value for the almost
For my loss is 10,000. Yeah, 10,
Wow.
653.
10,000, that's a
for
lot.
the just the lottery?
For the tickets, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a federal case, so she won't get charged for a while?
that.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah, depending on what you
Yeah. So, like I said, just on that, just kind of like, just this day you found out about this, you begin an investigation, and just kind of the format of it. So, because I'll more likely I'll be doing the initial, just a brief, just we got here reference to this is what you
Right.
said. It was handed over to them to spend the more manpower time to sit there and go through everything.
So what's most likely going to happen is they're going to take the initial report. It'll come up to us, and we're going to look at everything that you provided them and kind of make sense of it for the state.
She probably made like 60K. Yeah, you're right. There's probably a lot of it that they didn't catch.
As long as I get it through the courts, I mean, that's my only hope is.
It's usually the case.
Okay. Let me grab my laptop and then I'll work on that. I'll get in there.
Who do you want to
There she is.
Do you feel comfortable? You have one all the videos. You feel comfortable going through it?
I don't really have a lot of knowledge, but I'll give it a shot.
Will you complete the rite of the nameless? You are chosen! The goddess
Never seen such darkness, but I've got just the thing.
Move to the light! The trio come to your aid. Light! I am with you. Follow.
Tell me.
But
I am.
Don't.
thank you for all you've done.
Go on. These are not supplies. Gold is useless to me. Take it.
Word of advice. Some itches aren't worth a scratch.
Go.
time, if you got the coin. Word of advice, some itches aren't worth the scratch. food a muck and buy to get where I am. There's not a bad trader around, I assure you.
Yes? Time is of the essence. Go on. This is all we have. Of course.
Feels like the end, one way or another.
Let me see. Again, I know there's no time to waste. Good. Now. Stand back.
With this, the Master shall know unending power.
The first edict. And now, you. Serenity. Behold, the virtue and compassion. The enemy returns. This world must be purged! Your destiny is foretold! You will not fail them! Our pain was foretold! Valediction! Salvation was never offered. Arbiter, what is the first edict? It must be protected at all costs, for it is divinity itself. You.
Indeed.
I retreated him, but it will. Go. Choose what you need.
My mother told me, Finnegan, don't talk politics nor religion. Well, I say, feck the lot of it.
As expected, time is of the essence. Yes.
through the muck and mire to get where I am.
Time is of the essence. What is it? Quickly. Time is of the essence. Go on. These are our supplies, as expected. Of course.
Obey the master. The sword's beckon. By your will. Dirty deeds, done quite cheap.
Speak.
Hail. I'm sure someone will want that. That's better. You may have been dreaming before.
That was an arbiter of divinity. Why would you do that? Are you trying to destroy?
never killed anyone. Oh, go.
Speak. Choose what you need. A useful trade. Indeed.